And welcome back to another episode of Coffee and Stocks. In today's video, we are going to talk about a new EV company that is coming out as a SPAC. They're gonna merge, but first, let's get some coffee. All right, so I just want to invite you guys to like this video as well as press that amazing subscribe button, because honestly, it does go a long way in supporting the channel, and I really do appreciate every single one of you guys. All right, so the company that I do want to talk about is called, well, they're merging with CIIG merger, but their actual name is Arrival. Currently going for $17. They actually went up pretty high today after the news of the merger. They have been coming up from $10.80, which is a huge increase of 57.41%. Now, don't forget, a lot of SPACs do have, they do tend to have a lot of that volatility, and they do spike super quick, just like other SPACs that I've been talking about. But you ask yourself, who is this Arrival company? Now, Arrival is reinventing the automotive industry with this entirely new approach of designing and assembly of electric vehicles. Low cap EX, rapid scalable microfactories combined with proprietary in-house development components, materials, softwares, enable the production of the best-in-class vehicles competitively priced to fossil fuel variants, etc., etc. Now, this company is an English company. It's from the UK, and they are expected to IPO to generate gross proceeds at approximately $660 million. Since they are from Europe, they do go in euros, which is around 558 million euros. This would give the valuation of the company to around $5.4 billion. Wow, that is a lot of freaking money for valuation, based on that they don't have any vehicles out there. But there's more to this than just how many vehicles they have out there. Is their mission and their goal, right? So they do make buses, and I don't want to get too into this little thing. I will make another video. This is the Arrival bus that you see right here. This is the Arrival van. Looks pretty cool. The micro factories, and I'll talk about that right now in a second. The micro factories, which is a huge deal right now, because they can be operational in 6 months. This will lower capital expenditure and obviously and have a smaller footprint. You could create multiple micro factories and pump those vans or buses out. As you can see right here, they do they just use robotic arms. Now, let's talk about more of this Arrival company and what they are trying to do, with their IPO. So in their investment highlights, 4 vehicle designs, right, are expected to be in market by 2023. And I know it's a long way from now, but pretty sure that price that it's at right now at $17, it will completely skyrocket from that point. The first, now keep this in mind, this is a lot of things that you should keep in mind. To start production for the first vehicle planned on the 4th quarter of 2021. It is a year from now, right? So keep that in mind. Average cost of $1.2 billion in orders, and the orders are about 10,000 units. Each micro factory as well can create 10,000 units, and we'll talk a little bit about it down below. Obviously, they have the game-changing factories, vertical integrated. Arrival expects industry-leading profitability enabled by proprietary hardware, software, and robotic platforms. There's no people involved in their production, so that might have a faster production of these vehicles. Now, partnership. They do have a partnership with UPS, which is commercial, and Hyundai and Kia Motors, which is strategic. When we look at the USPS partnership, orders are worth around $1.2 billion for 10,000 units, plus optional for an additional 10,000 units. Investment in strategic cooperation, delivery, and prototype starts in 2020, which is this year. Long-standing trial partnership since 2016. So they've been a partner with UPS since 2016, and I'm pretty sure UPS will really appreciate this, specifically since, you know, Workhorse is working with the USPS contract, and this would really help UPS in general. UPS and Arrival have created purpose-built vehicles based on UPS requirements. A first UPS, obviously leading global logistics operational with 5.2 billion deliveries, which is pretty amazing. Automotive fleet size of 120,000 vehicles, daily global delivery volume of 21.9 million, and aiming for 25% of total vehicles purchased annually to be alternate fuel. Now, these are the 4 types of vehicles that they do have, and let's talk a little bit more on it. They're best in class zero emission vehicles, competitively priced to ICE vehicles. And talking about ICE vehicles, we do look, since they are from the UK, the UK government brings forward a ban of new ICE cars 10 years to 2030. So they are banning new ICE cars at the year of 2030. And I know it seems like a long time since it's 2020 right now, but time flies, guys. Time flies, and the last thing you're gonna know, 2030 is gonna be here. You know, Arrival is gonna be leading in the UK. So that's definitely something to keep in mind, since Arrival is trying to kickstart their things with the IPO. They do have an electric bus, which is expected to start production. Obviously, we said it in the end of, or the, you know, Q4 of 2021. They have the electric van, which is expected to start the production of Q3 2022. They have a large van as well, production of 2022 as well, and a small vehicle platform, which I'm not too worried about it because, you know, there's not that much information about it. But this is pretty important, right? So orders in advanced discussions, orders, there have been more than 10,000 orders right now of the electric van, and more than 2,500 of the large electric van. Pretty freaking amazing on the stuff that they are doing. I don't want to get too into details with this company right now. I will make another video about it. Do I think that it's worth, you know, the money that they're saying it's worth, $5.4 billion? I'm a little hesitant about it, just because a lot of the specs that have been coming out that don't have any sort of cars already out there being sold physically, it is an easy target for those people who just want to short it. Therefore, they bring the price of this stock down. Do I think it's pretty smart? Yes, I love it, because one, they are canceling ICE vehicles in UK. China is a big company. This is a big area for the EV sector. They're coming to the US. They might make some production here. They have the micro factories, which pump out a lot of these vans super fast. So that's definitely something to take into consideration. Now, does it look very fancy? Yes, it looks very fancy. We'll see how that plays out in general. And I will be doing, obviously, another video about Arrival, because it seems like it could give you huge gains, just like you know, Hyliion and Workhorse can also give you, since they are pretty much closer to making more and more of these vehicles than Arrival is. Obviously, it is a long-term play, and it will help everyone. Projected microfactory timeline right now in the US, they have set to have one in the US in Q4 of 2021. UK, US, and US. They're gonna have more in Q3 of 2022. So there's tons of projects for these guys. They are gonna IPO. They are gonna merge with CIIG, and the ticker symbol is CIIC. Definitely look into it. I recommend you guys look into it. If it exploded this much, I mean, it's just gonna keep exploding. It did travel a little bit sideways right here, and that's because obviously the stimulus and all that stuff, you know, a lot of news that is happening lately. But that is it for me today, guys. Thank you for watching the video. Hopefully you guys liked it. Don't forget to drop a like on this video, as well as press that amazing subscribe button, because it goes a long way in supporting the channel. And I will see you guys next time on Coffee and Stocks.